didn't give me no charge. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Demi. I am your Muslim homegirl, and if you want to be homies with me, you would definitely hit that subscribe button because homies support homies. If you new around here, do what I just said. If you ain't new around here, hey girl, how you doing? By the title of this video, you know we are giving you a little iPhone Pro 15 Max review vlog. Listen, I was gonna do a little sit down video comparing this phone to my old phone. The old phone is this right here, this 11 Pro Max. But I'm just like, why would I sit up here and go through all the specs when I really don't care nothing about that? Like, this video is primarily for the camera because that's all I really care about. Like, I probably don't even know all the things that this phone could do, much less care about all of the things that this phone could do. I just care about the camera. So right now we are filming on the iPhone 15. We're filming on the 15 Pro Max, and we're about to go to a camera show. Like, what better way to show off the camera than to go to a camera show? Okay, we're gonna try to get some good pictures because they're supposed to have like models and things like that. So let's be on our way. Throughout this video, I'm gonna be showing you footage from this phone and from my 11 Pro Max. I just went in a store. They got me a poppy sandwich and I took some pictures. So here go the pictures comparing, you know, the camera so far. So we got the 11 Pro Max on the left, and we got the 15 Pro Max on the right. So far I'm seeing that the 11 Pro Max is a little bit more hazy than the 15. Like, the 15 looks a lot more vibrant, and we love to see it. Okay, although I'm filming on the front camera, most of the pictures will probably be taken on the back camera. So let's get into it, honey. Let's be on our way. Look at the 15 Pro Max giving clarity. Okay, that 11 is a little hazy, honey. Y'all, so I drove 30 minutes here to the camera show and it was whack. Like, there was a lot of cameras, but there wasn't a lot of show. Like, there wasn't a lot of things for me to take pictures of. When I got inside, I did a little, you know, view of the spot. Here go the clips. And there was a model, but there were so many people taking pictures with their big old cameras. I couldn't really get a good angle of her. Clarity, clarity. Even the colors in the 15 Pro Max, they're a lot more vibrant. Like, the 15 is on vibrancy, okay? Here's close up of the 15. I love how you can see so much detail. Like, it's just so clear. And here's the 14, which isn't bad. It's just lacking luster. Like, I would definitely have to edit this one. Whereas with the 15, I wouldn't even have to edit that. Hey y'all, so this video is all over the place because the camera show was trash. So I wasn't able to get too much footage, but let me show you guys a clip of me testing out the zoom between the 11 Pro Max and the 15 Pro Max, because the 15 Pro Max, I think it has a 25x zoom. So I think that's like great for concerts. But look at this. I thought I saw a man climbing the wall. So look at this footage. One thing I like about the 15 Pro Max is that even when you zoom in, the picture is still crisp. And as you're zooming in, it's a smooth zoom. Like, it's not as choppy as the 11 Pro Max. But one thing that I really love about the 15 Max is the cinematic mode. Look at that blur. Like, the focus is on me, baby. Like, that's blurred back there. That's blurred. She blurred. Everything is blurred. If you guys follow my channel, I recently had my camera stolen. Someone broke into my apartment and stole my camera and my equipment. It was like a little under $2,000 for the equipment. And that was like my vlogging camera. But now that I have cinematic mode, I don't need to hurry up and buy a new camera because I think this footage looks really, really good. Like, if I could make this footage better, I just wish that the angle was a little wider. In one of my previous vlogs, I was like searching for the perfect wide angle lens because I love the way the wide angle looks. But I just love the blur. Look at the blur. Okay, now we are side by side. The 15 Pro Max has the blur on, of course. The 11 does not. But one thing that I do notice is that when I have the cinematic mode on the 15, I look a little ashy. Like, I don't look as moisturized as I look in the 11 Pro Max, but I don't look super ashy. I just look a little bit ashy. Let me see how it looks if I take off the cinematic mode. Like, maybe because it has to do the blur, I look ashy, but let's see what it looks like without the blur. Okay, without the blur, I don't look as ashy. So yeah, I think it's because of the blur in the back, which is making me look a little bit more ashy, but yeah. These are the camera quality side by side. And one thing that I will say, people were saying that the 15 Pro Max was super light, but I'm coming from the 11 and this thing got some weight to it. Like, this thing is not light. That's one downside about this freaking phone is it's not as light as people claim that it is, because my arm is getting tired, okay? And I don't have a case on it. And I don't know if people were saying that this phone was indestructible or the titanium was supposed to make it like more able to not break or whatever. I had this phone for like a week or two. I already cracked it. Like, it fell and it cracked. So I didn't have a case on it because the case that I have, it blocks the charging port. So I have to take the entire case off to charge the phone, and that's getting annoying to get on and off. So I had the case off, and you guys can see right here. I'm not sure if it's the screen protector or if it's the actual phone that's broken, but it is cracked. Up here, hold up. Up here, I'm quite sure that's the screen protector, and it is like chipped right there because I did drop it. So this phone is not indestructible, okay? And there's some more stuff right here. I got navy only because I really didn't care what color I got, honestly. But this is the camera size of the 15 Pro Max. They're a lot bigger than the 11 Pro Max. And this is the camera size of the 11 Pro Max. Even the sensor, like this is the sensor. This is even bigger, the flash is bigger, the cameras are bigger. So of course, the 15 Pro Max has a better camera quality just because they are bigger. Y'all, my 11 Pro Max has been through the ringer. Do you see it? Do you see it? But one thing that I really like about this phone versus the 15 Pro Max is that the edges are curved. So I feel like the phone feels a lot better in your hand than the 15 since the edges are nice and soft. They're rounded, they're curved. It just fits much better in your hand. And it's not as slippery as the 15. Like the 15, this joint is slippery. Like, look at the edges on this one. They're straight. They're square, they're not curved, so it does feel a little strange in your hand, just for me personally. And the back of this is titanium, of course, and it just feels slippery. Like the Apple part, it got a little grip on it, but the phone just feels slippery. Like, my friend told me just to practice doing this just so that I get used to having the phone in my hand. But the 11 Pro Max is definitely more comfortable in my hand versus this one. I tried to be as neutral as possible when it came to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I didn't watch the Apple event. I never watched the event. I didn't look at a bunch of reviews on TikTok or on YouTube. I didn't really know too much about the phone. But I will say some of my favorite things about the phone is the camera. I'm in love with the camera. I'm in love with cinematic mode. And I think that the 14 and the 13 may have had cinematic mode, but I had the 11. We didn't have cinematic mode, okay? It does have action mode. I don't really know about that. I do love the action button on the side. So you could just press and hold that button and different things can happen. So for me, I have it set to camera. So it's getting really cold in Jersey. So you're gonna need gloves. And sometimes with your gloves, you can't necessarily touch the screen with your gloves on. So you can just press and hold the button and you can take a picture. You can set it to take a video. You can do those type of things. The dynamic island is another great feature on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It shows different little statuses or whatever. Like, it can show you your battery life. It can show you like your call duration if you're listening to music. quick. One thing that I really like that it shows is the timer. So you can have the timer right there on the screen, and that's super useful for when you're cooking or doing anything, because one thing about me, I am a timer girly. I love to time things, and I don't want to have to keep like having to click into the timer to see how much time I have left. Like I like that it's just like on the screen. You can also hold the dynamic island and the screen will expand to show the full timer. So I think that is really cute. One thing that I wasn't too fond of about this phone is the always on display. Like that just seemed dumb to me. Like why would I want my phone to just always be on? Like I know people talked about their phone overheating, like maybe that was why is your display on 24/7? And it's a bit distracting. Like it does dim when it's not like you're not actively using it, but I just feel like having the phone always on, it's distracting because your phone normally lights up when you have a notification or something. So for me, every time I done see that phone lit up, I thought I had a notification, somebody was trying to talk to me, and they wasn't. So I didn't really like that. I turned that off. But as I was mentioning the overheating, I did see people complain about their phone overheating, but I have not had that problem. My phone actually holds a charge for a really long time. My screen time is trash. Like I'm on my phone a lot. Like I don't even want to tell you guys how much I'm on my phone, but my battery lasts a super long time. I can be on my phone all day long from morning to night and probably don't have to charge my phone until 10 o'clock at night. And even then it'd be on like, I think the lowest my phone has gotten is like 10%, and that 10% is still gonna last you an hour or two depending on what you're doing. So I really love that about it. And another thing about this phone is that it does have the USB-C charger now. I saw something about Europe made iPhone switch to that, but I think it's great because for me personally, it's the same charger as my computer. At first I was hesitant. I'm like, I do not need another charger. I do not need another wire. Like why are y'all changing stuff? And then you don't even get a base. Oh, another thing, if you are gonna get the iPhone Pro Max and you have a car like me, I have a 2018 Hyundai Elantra. It takes a USB to plug the phone up, like the charger port, but this has a USB-C. You have to get an adapter so you can connect the USB-C to the car so you can charge your phone, or you can just go on Amazon and get a charger that has a USB so you can just connect that to your car. Because honey, I was annoyed by that because my CarPlay only works if it's actually plugged in. Like it doesn't work wirelessly. Anyways, that is my review on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let me know if you guys have the phone, if you love the phone, if you hate the phone. I don't know if someone would actually hate this phone. Maybe if you're coming from Android, you might hate the phone, but from an 11 upgrading to the 15, it's not a big difference. I mean, there are some differences, but it's not like a super huge difference. I don't have the 13 or the 12 to compare it to, or even the 14, but it's not like a huge shock difference. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like me and my personality. Don't forget to like this video if you found this video helpful. All that good stuff. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.